The CARR Hotel, a new upscale hotel planned at the San Francisco airport area, presented by Colleen, Amy, Brevi, and Robert. The goal of this presentation is to forecast a new upscale hotel in San Francisco. Support is from the STR reports. This presentation will ask 4 questions. To build or not to build a hotel in the upscale category in San Francisco, the number of rooms that will be built, hotels forecast by month, ADR, and occupancy for 2015, and the 2015 budget for the new hotel. In the next 2 years, San Francisco will go up their rank to 4th in RevPAR amongst all cities. This is a move up from 8th in 2014, which translates to a more than 10% growth. International visitors to the United States will continue to rise from 70 million in 2014 to about 88 million by 2018. Visitors from China will have a 13.3% rise within 2014 to 2018. Together with other Asian countries like Korea, Japan, and India, the US will see a rise in 16.1% in the same time period. It can be assumed that San Francisco is one of the first points of entry from these countries into the United States. San Francisco's occupancy forecast was ranked 23rd in 2014 and was forecasted to move to 4th in 2018. Demand is from 24th to 14th in 2018. Supply be holding at 20th position. The ADR will fall from 3rd to 8th. The category with the most number of rooms is upper upscale. Upper mid-scale with 3 hotels and 422 rooms is the other category identified to having additions to their category. In San Francisco, there are 7 hotels with 1,197 rooms being added to the city without official classification. It can be assumed that some of that number can be classified as upscale. The other categories have reduced their room inventory. This is the competitor set for the corresponding number of rooms based on information in 2013. As you can see, currently there are a total of 4,815 rooms from 25 hotels in the upscale category. Historic supply for upscale hotels in the past 6 years has been constant at 4,800 rooms. We are proposing a hotel to be in the airport area. Here are the following reasons. In the coming 3 years, the upscale category will have 670 rooms from 5 hotels in the pipeline at various stages of completion in San Francisco. The hotels range from a Courtyard, Resident Inn, Staybridge Suites to several unnamed independent ones. Out of this number, none are at the airport. There are only 2 hotels in the pipeline for the airport area: an upper mid-scale Fairfield Inn at 128 rooms opening February 2016, and an independent 400-room luxury hotel opening in June 2017. Currently, there are 10,335 rooms from 79 hotels in what is classified as an airport hotel. One of the reasons for this number of rooms could be it's easy and fast to get to downtown and other parts of San Francisco. Out of this number, there are 2,855 rooms from 17 upscale hotels. The proposed hotel can be located with other upscale hotels in Burlingame, Millbrae, San Bruno, South San Francisco, and San Mateo. This is the list of the 17 hotels at the airport area. In the past 48 months, upscale category hotels added 595 rooms or 3 hotels to this list. The last hotel to be built was in March 2014 a 210-room DoubleTree hotel. Upper mid-scale and independent hotels are the only ones which have increased their inventory. The CARR Hotel is an independent hotel. However, the owners could decide to get a franchise to take advantage of all the benefits of being part of a recognizable brand.
Thank you, Ravi. Now I will address how many rooms will the CARR hotel need. In order to address this, we need to answer a few questions first. For example, how much does the upscale market capture in comparison to the entire hotel market? Also, who are the competitors in the current airport area? Which hotels are included in this competitive set? Also, what do these competing hotels offer with amenities, meeting space, etc.? After analyzing this information, we will be able to develop an informed decision about the CARR hotel and its number of rooms. This map details where the airport area is located. The San Francisco International Airport is located 13 miles south of downtown San Francisco. Most of the competing hotels included in the competitive set provide shuttles, some free, to the airport as well as to nearby BART stations. The is San Francisco's subway system in the downtown area. This next graph details the capture percentage of the upscale hotel market in comparison to the entire hotel market. Upscale hotels are 10% of the entire market, which tells us that the area is not yet saturated with upscale hotels. In addition, this leaves room for growth in the upscale category, whereas it is clear that the upper upscale and independent categories are such a large percentage of the whole that those genres are quite saturated already. These are the following hotels included in the competitive set for the San Francisco airport area: Aloft, Courtyard, Crown Plaza, DoubleTree, Hilton Garden Inn, Homewood Suites, Residence Inn, and Staybridge Suites. Some hotels include more than one in this hotel area. Listed here are the hotels in the competitive set: their number of rooms, amount of meeting space, and provided amenities. It is clear that each hotel provides very similar amenities to the others. For example, free internet access, shuttles to the airport, and things such as fitness center, business center. Those types of options are pretty much offered by all of these hotels. There are some small differences, with certain ones containing pools, full kitchens, and/or free breakfast. As you can see, the number of rooms with this competitive set range from the lowest being 92 rooms at Staybridge Suites up to the highest at 393 rooms at the DoubleTree SF Airport. The amount of meeting space also ranges from none all the way up to just under 12,000 square feet, which is the largest amount of meeting space in this area. Therefore, the CARR Hotel will contain 375 rooms with 11,000 square feet of meeting space. The CARR Hotel will be located north of San Francisco Airport. Currently, there is a Homewood Suites in that general area, and that hotel is not a competitor since it is all suite and its meeting space is 722 square feet. The direct competitors for the CARR Hotel will be the DoubleTree at 393 rooms and 8,500 square feet, and the Crown Plaza at 303 rooms and approximately 12,000 square feet of meeting space. As you can see, the two competing hotels are just south of the airport. Our hotel will be just north of the airport, which will be closer to downtown, and this captures not only business travelers but international travelers as well. Now I will turn the presentation over to Amy so she can discuss forecasting.
Thank you, Colleen. The following information will explain the procedures taken to forecast the CARR Hotel's 2015 occupancy percentage and average daily rate. Given that there is no historical data to pull from, the forecast was developed from information obtained through the Smith Travel Research Forecast for the San Francisco-San Mateo, California market. The next few slides will explain the path taken to develop a 2015 forecast by month for average daily rate and occupancy levels. The question remains, is the San Francisco market a wise location to build a new upscale hotel? While it may seem like a simple question of just supply versus demand, it takes a great deal of qualitative and quantitative forecasting methods in order to make an informed decision. First, let's take a look at the forecasted numbers for all hotel categories within the San Francisco market. The current graph shows projections from January to June of 2015. As we will see in the next graph, June kicks off what appears to be the peak season in the market. January and February occupancy projections are showing in the 70 percentile range, which may raise a few flags for concern. As previously noted, July through October have excellent occupancy projections, all appearing within the 90 percentile range. November, and especially December, raise some concern. Second, let's take a look at the Smith Travel Research 2015 average daily rate projections for all hotel categories within the San Francisco market. Again, in keeping with the trend, June kicks off a higher monthly average daily rate, while January projects a 6 to 7% lower average than that of June. Here we're looking at the next 6 months, July through December. The peak season trend remains constant by reflecting the highest average daily rate results between July through October. Although you'll see in November the average daily rate is reasonable, but if you remember, November's occupancy was quite low. So incidentally, RevPAR would be a better indication of how well the market is doing within the month of November. This graph further illustrates the peak season within the San Francisco market as being June through October. all of which are forecasted to reach an above 90% occupancy level. The market peak season and lower occupancy months will be important to know when forecasting a budget for our proposed hotel. Adjustments to expenditures, labor, staffing, and things of that sort will need to be made. Now that we have looked at the market forecast as a whole, which appears to be promising, the question remains, what portion of this forecast will the CARR Hotel, an upscale hotel, be able to capture? In order to forecast for the CARR Hotel, I took the 2015 Smith Travel Research Report actual data by month. I took the 2014 occupancy levels for all hotels in the market and found the difference, or an adjustment factor, for just upscale hotels. I used that adjustment factor to determine what percentage an upscale hotel would capture in the 2015 projections. This graphic displays the comparison of all San Francisco hotel occupancy percentages and our projections of what the CARR Hotel's monthly occupancy percentage would be by using those 2014 adjustments. Likewise, in order to forecast for the CARR Hotel, I took the 2014 Smith Travel Research Report actual data by month. I took the 2014 average daily rate for all hotels in the market and found the difference, or again the adjustment factor, for just upscale hotels. I used the adjustment factor to determine what average daily rate an upscale hotel would capture in those 2015 projections. This graphic displays the comparison of all San Francisco hotels' average daily rates, and our projections of what the CARR Hotel's monthly average daily rate would be by using that adjustment factor. We have been looking at the forecast from a monthly perspective. It may be easier to look at the difference in an annual view. This graph displays what the annual forecasted average for all hotels in the San Francisco market would be, and is showing that the annual occupancy level is 84.74% for 2015. We're showing here that the annual projection for the CARR Hotel, an upscale hotel, would be 83.3%, which is roughly 1.4% lower than the market as a whole. Again, comparing the annual average allows us to see more quickly the difference between the overall market and the projections for the CARR Hotel. Looking at the average from an annual perspective shows that the CARR Hotel would be capturing on average $39.80 less than the San Francisco overall projected averages for 2015. Robert?
Of the project, it is the forecasted room revenue as well as the budget for the 2015 year. We're projecting that we'll be running at an 83.3 occupancy for the year with 4 slow months and 8 peak months, selling 114,362 rooms with an average daily rate of $179.10. This will generate room revenue of $20,688,204. Moving on to forecasted miscellaneous food and beverage revenue. Banquets and revenue as well as in-room dining will generate $1,596,654. And this is from banquets, meetings, conventions, as well as in-room dining. Being an upscale hotel, we need to offer room service so that our business clientele as well as our tourists and leisure can order room service and eat in their rooms. And then other department revenue comes out to $337,321. This is making long-distance phone calls, using any of our telecommunications besides the provided free Wi-Fi in the rooms, as well as rollaway beds, refrigerators, any rentals that someone may request to have in their room while they're staying. We will generate 1.5% of total sales from these. Adding up all three departments, we will have a total revenue of $22,622,179. Moving to staffing needs, cleaning 114,362 rooms and figuring out that a maid cleans a room in 30 minutes. One maid will clean in a 40-hour week 80 rooms. 80 rooms times 52 weeks equals 4,160 rooms in a year. And taking our total rooms sold divided by 4,160 rooms in a year, we will roughly need 28 housemaids on our staff. And then we want to do a 20% barrier for coverage for call-ins, FMLA, leave of absences. That's usually a good percentage to be safe. With the front desk needs, it's going to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's 168 hours that are possible. And it's an upscale hotel, so we need to make sure we have minimum 3 staff at all times. This is just front desk agents, not even including the managers. So that's 504 hours divided by 40-hour weeks equals 13 agents. And then multiplying that by 20%, we get 2.6 for the barrier for call-ins and sick, and that's how we get 16 agents to run the front desk. With the banquet servers and bussers as well as in-room dining, they'll do both departments, since banquets is usually only on the weekends or when there's in-house convention guests. We have 11,000 square feet, which you can usually fit parties from 30 to 450. Servers can cover anywhere from 832 or from 8 to 32, depending on the party size, and an average size party is usually 30 to 70. So we'll need 5 servers and 5 bussers multiplied by 6 to 14 guests each equals 30 to 70 guest parties. And then for the larger parties of 450 divided by 32 guests per server and busser equals roughly 14. Times the 20%, we're going to need 17 bussers and servers to do our banquets, and that comes out to about 5 full-time and 12 part-time, since most of the parties will be 30 to 70, and that can be covered by 5. Moving on to salaries and wages, we will have 1 general manager, 4 assistant hotel managers, the 16 front desk agents we covered. There's 34 housemaids, 5 housepeople, which is usually general lady or woman, but they pick up all the linen and they do all the other housekeeping tasks like running towels when someone orders towels to the room, extra towels, not including the housemaids, and that's 5. A convention manager, assistant food and beverage manager, the 5 full-time servers, the 12 part-time servers, and then the 5 full-time bussers and the 12 part-time bussers. And then for the kitchen, it's going to be 1 kitchen, since we're a smaller hotel with 375 rooms. 1 kitchen can do the food for the banquets as well as the room service, and that would be 1 chef and then 4 line cooks. And during the week when there's no conventions, usually a chef and a cook will be able to run a kitchen and make anything that guests were to order in their room, either coming off a hotline or a cold line. Moving on to departmental expenses, I use the percentages from the STR report to get the food cost of 30.8%, beverage 24.7%, and then other F&B costs of 6.5%, and then tax and benefits as well, coming to a total of $1,433,154. With room department expenses, their tax and benefits is only 3.7%, and then all other room expenses are only 8.3%. Adding in the salaries and wages comes to a total of $4,203,584. And then the other department expense from rentals, phone, Wi-Fi is very minimal, and there wasn't a percentage to go off of on the report. So I used the figure of 59 cents per room times our sold rooms of 114,000. We get $67,473.58, and this is probably the most profitable because we only pay once a month for our Wi-Fi and TV bill that we sign up for, as well as the rentals. Rollaways you only buy once until they break. Refrigerators you buy them once until they break. So that's depreciation cost. So the other department expenses actually generate the highest percentage, since it's items that we just rent out to guests and we always have. Moving on to the operating budget, going off of the STR report figures for the utilities, credit card commissions, sales and marketing, as well as property maintenance, and then real estate taxes, insurance, debt services. The CARR Hotel will have a gross operating profit of $12,845,975. After applying these percentages to our real estate taxes, our personal property taxes, and our debt services, we'll have a net income of $2,198,742 after taxes that we will be putting to the bottom line of operating a luxury upscale hotel that offers both meetings and conventions, banquets, and in-room dining. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. In summary, we support the opening of the CARR Hotel, an upscale hotel within the San Francisco market near the airport. The CARR Hotel property would house 375 sleeping rooms and 11,000 square feet of meeting space. Our projections show that the CARR Hotel would capture an occupancy level of 83.3% and an average daily rate of $179.10. The CARR Hotel is projected to generate $20,688,204 in room revenue in 2015, with a net income of $2,198,742. On behalf of Revi, Colleen, Amy, and Robert, thank you for your time and consideration of the CARR Hotel, an exciting opportunity in the San Francisco market.